All right, looks like I'm up on Facebook and now not YouTube. Mm. Let's see if this is true. Yes, I'm up on Facebook. Hey, we got one. Will there be one? Oh, blessings. Wonderful. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Today is September 13th. Yes. Just checking to make sure it's up on YouTube. Yes. Ooh, had to reset some things. That was fun. Let's see here. Okay, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about it. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I have my other monitor over here. So I can make sure we're running smoothly here. Today's day 13. Day 13, y'all. And today's self-care tip is to watch a short guided relaxation or meditation video. So I've got benefits for you that I just want to share. I'm trying to do this quickly for you guys. There we go. We are up and running. Fantastic. All right, day 13. All right, so September is Self-Care Awareness Month. I'm sorry, my chair is a little loud. I used some WD-40, and apparently it did nothing. Anyway, September is Self-Care Awareness Month. And so I wanted to share a self-care tip for each day of this month. So it gives you 30 tips that you can use whenever, however you choose to modify them, whatever you want to do. Throw them away if they don't work. Find out what works best for you. There's no right or wrong way to practice self-care as long as you are taking care of yourself. Self-care. So you have to know what you need. So if you want to follow along, I created a free printable with all 30 tips for the month. Also has a tracker and a place to keep notes and goals. And so you can get that on my website at mindfuledgesolutions.com. That's mindfuledgesolutions.com, all spelled correctly. And you can find that link also in the comments on Facebook and in the description of both videos. All right, so let's get to it. There are hundreds of thousands of benefits, I'm sure, to watching a guided relaxation or meditation video, but I'm just going to share 10. Number one is that it can help to reduce stress. It helps to reduce the inflammation response that caused by stress and can improve stress-related conditions such as IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, PTSD, and fibromyalgia. So there are tests or what is it called? Oh, my brain is leaving me right now. But they've done people who were willing to sign up just to see, does this work? And they have found significant improvement for those who struggle with those meditation or relaxation video. So number one, it can reduce stress. Number two, it can help to control anxiety. It can help improve positive self-statements and also improve the way you react to and cope with stressful, anxiety-producing situations. Number three, it can promote emotional health. I've talked about how important our emotional mental health is. So it can help to promote good emotional health by improving, increasing your self-image, the way you view yourself, feel about yourself, and it can help us to have a more positive outlook on life. Number four benefit is that it can enhance our self-awareness. because we're being present in the moment during these videos. That's the goal. It may take some time, some practice, but you're present in the moment. You're not, the goal is not to be stressed about what's going on around you or even focused on it. It's about being where you are. And it could be being mindful of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your body. So it can enhance our ability to be self-aware of what's going on within us, which can help us have a stronger understanding of ourselves and how we respond to situations and different people, which in turn will help us to grow and to become better in different areas of our lives. It can help us to, because we're more self-aware, it can help us to recognize harmful and self-defeating thoughts, and it can help to cultivate a more creative, problem-solving mind. So think about a car. If you try to drive a car from here to California with no stops, you're not going to make it. Nope. Something's going to happen. You're going to run out of gas. Probably is going to be number one. You're going to run out of oil. You're probably going to have some issues with your tires or with your engine. You might overheat. Our brain is similar to that. Break. There's some little activities that they use with the kids in school and classes because our brain needs a break. And that break helps the brain to function better. It helps to daily life stresses. It's hard for us to be as creative in our life and creative in whatever way that you are creative, but also creative in being able to solve certain problems. So I know this is a weird example, but one of my favorite shows is Grey's Anatomy. Love that show. I've seen every episode, and I can't wait for it to restart. Noticed what I've noticed, which is what tends to happen is there tends to be a stress issues of a diagnosis. They go away for a little bit. They go into their books. They try to study and try to figure out, well, how am I supposed to do this? They talk to, their colleagues. But what I've noticed, searching, they stop talking about it. They start, focusing, not necessarily focusing, but they may talk about their relationship issues because there's plenty. Or they see their partner and they try to, deal with that situation for a moment, or they just go to eat or they go to sleep, right? They've created a brain break for themselves. And what you notice is every time they did that, they almost instantly, have this creative burst of, oh, that's what it is. They're able to solve the problem because they stop trying to force the brain to figure it out. So, when we're in college and we're trying to study and we're trying to do those all-nighters, those are good. It's okay to do it that way. But it's helpful for you to also to take a break. I encourage my college students, take a break. I understand you're trying to get the information, you're trying to make sure you're ready for the test, but you're not going to function at your best, not your highest best, if you don't give a break to your brain, if you don't rest for a little bit. It'll actually increase your creativity and your clarity. So that was number 4, enhances self-awareness, which in turn will increase creative problem solving and clarity. Number 5 is that it can lengthen your attention span. So your attention span is like a muscle. So imagine weightlifting, right? Weightlifting, you improve your ability to lift more weights or heavier weights and to lift for a longer period of time by doing it on a regular basis, by exercising the muscle. So the same thing can happen with our attention span. If we exercise that muscle of being present and attentive to the video that we're listening to or watching, it helps to build that muscle of attention. And number 6 is it can also, because we're doing that, because we're exercising that muscle, that also helps with memory loss. It helps us to improve in that area that some of us might experience the older we get. The kindness that we're meditating on or focusing on can help us to not only have that towards ourselves, but then to give that out to the world. It motivates us to be kinder, more understanding, and more forgiving of ourselves and others. Number 8 benefit is that it can help fight addictions. So watching these videos, listening to these videos, building that attention span muscle, improving our memory capacity, being more positive. It creates a mental discipline, which helps to increase and improve self-control, as well as awareness of triggers of addictive behaviors. And so it helps to break that dependency that someone that struggles with addiction might have. Number 9, it can help to improve sleep. Like I mentioned before, it helps with anxiety, helps to reduce that, helps to, in turn, those things can help us to sleep better. Reduce insomnia issues, and it can help us to control racing and runaway thoughts, which again is linked to anxiety. And for some of us, it's those things that keep us up late at night. So this is a great tip for anyone that struggles with any of those things. Final benefit is that it can decrease your blood pressure. So this is how it works. It relaxes the nerve signals that coordinate the heart function, blood vessel tension, and the fight or flight response that increases alertness in stressful situations. So when we're stressed, when we're afraid, when there's a lot of anxiety, our body tends to go into fight or flight. And there's science that says there's 2 more actions, which is freeze and fawn. So when we come up against something that's stressful, that is scary, anxiety producing, our body tends to go into one of those 4 states automatically without thought. And that's usually because of the way our body and our brains have been trained, because or what a fight in the situation, that's my automatic response, right? So you might see that with people who automatically go to the defensive or stressed when they're afraid, things like that. Flight as fast as I can, as far away from the situation as I can. So those are people that might avoid different things. They don't want to deal with it. Their automatic response, because they haven't learned a different way, is to flee. So fight or flight. Freeze is my automatic response is to stand here and do nothing. So in all of those situations, kind of think about standing in front of a bear. So let me share the last one. Fawn. Fawn is to submit myself to what's in front of me or to the situation itself. So imagine those 4 states and you're in front of a bear. Fight is I'm going to fight the bear. I'm going to fight for my life, right? That might be somebody's automatic response. Flight is another automatic response. They're going to run away. I'm going to get as far away from this bear as I can because I want to stay alive. Freeze is maybe if I stand here, he won't see me. Or again, it's an automatic response. The body might just shut down. And so you can't move. You're freezing. Sometimes we do that in our relationships, in our situations. We just freeze. We do nothing. I'm not going to do anything. And then the fawn, like I said, is the submissive, is to, in that situation, be submissive to the bear of, I'm just going to allow you to, I'll allow myself to be your dinner tonight, which is a terrible way of looking at it, but that's what fawn is. I'm going to submit to, whatever happens in this situation. I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to run away from it. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to submit myself to it. So if the bear knocks you around, you're going to allow it to knock you around. If the bear kind of circles you, you're just going to let the bear circle you, whatever you want me to do. And so when we are able to decrease that fight or flight, freeze, or fawn automatic response, we're able to create a new way of dealing with stressful situations. It can decrease our blood pressure. And I've noticed that for myself. So I'll check my blood pressure before I did decrease. So it is proven that it can decrease your blood pressure, and it can also help you to react to, respond to, and cope with stressful situations in a more positive way. So I hope this was helpful for somebody today. If you want to follow along, like I said, you can get that printable at my website, mindfuledgesolutions.com. I'm trying to go live every weekday, 12:30-ish, depending on what arises. But I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Like, follow, and share. Subscribe. I'm on Facebook and YouTube. Share this video with someone you think it might be helpful for. Try some of these tips for yourself. Let me know what you think. You can do that in the comments or private message me or email. You can find all those things on my website. All right. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this.